Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I have another interesting SQL interview question that was asked in one of their SQL data analytics interviews, and this is one of the questions that they have asked. So the question being that you have a table, okay, a company's table where you have employee ID, employee name, department ID, manager ID and the salary. Okay, and now you are told that you must get us the name of the employees that have more salary than their other managers. Okay, for example, let's say Alice's manager is, sorry, let's say Bob is the manager of Alice. Okay, clearly Alice has more salary than Bob, but instead of Bob being the reference, I would have to consider the other managers who are managers. Okay, and it must not include their own managers. Like I said, Bob is Alice's manager. It should not include Bob. Okay, it should include the other managers. Let's say the other managers. Who are the other managers apart from their own? Okay, it should be Charlie or Diana. Okay, uh, I think Charlie only. Okay, because Charlie is one of the manager. Also, there is a condition given. Okay, and it is told that you must exclude the employees who are not anyone's manager. Okay, for example, if you see from the department ID 10, you can see that Ethan's salary is clearly the highest of all. Okay, but again, I don't want to include Ethan as their other managers. Okay, so I'm going to exclude that. Okay, and I'm going to get the list of such employees and their other managers and their details, okay, in this table format. Okay, so it looks simple, it looks straightforward, but things are pretty twisted here. So bear with me, I'll show you how this is done. Okay, so I'll head over to the Postgres and show you how. So you see, I've come here into the Postgres environment, and clearly I have my tables with me. Okay, the same that I have here. Okay, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a self join. Why? To get the relationship between the managers and their employees. Okay, using employee ID and manager ID. Okay, but again, the catch is it should be the other managers. Okay, it should not be their own managers but the other managers. Okay, I'll go stepwise and I'll explain everything. Okay, no need to worry, just sit tight and enjoy the show. Okay, I'm gonna say select c1 dot star comma c2 dot star. Okay, so from company as c1. Okay, I'll do an inner join. Okay, because they have common entries against employee ID and manager ID, so that will be the common point of join for these entries. Okay, I'll give again company as c2. Okay, and then on, I'm gonna say the first thing I'm gonna say is the first thing that I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say c2 dot department id equals c1 dot department department id. Okay, this is one condition. Had it been, if the question was such that you need to find employees that have more than their own salary, more salary than their own managers, then it would have simply been this one. Okay, on the same department with an and condition, and it would be c2 dot emp id equals c1 dot manager id. Okay, manager id. Okay, and then in the where condition it will simply be what you know better, c1 dot salary salary E is greater than C2 dot salary. Okay, I'll hit enter. So this is the result you get. Okay, but this is not my objective. Okay, Alice has more salary than Bob. Okay, but I want to see if Alice has more salary than the other managers. Okay, that's the point of contention here. Okay, so instead of an equals to that we in while learning SQL are quite used to, okay, I'm gonna give not equals condition. Okay, and then I'm gonna say where C1 salary is greater to C2 salary. Okay, I'm gonna hit enter. uh, okay, you get it, but then again there is an anomaly here. Okay, because if I remove this one, I can see Alice has joined to itself as well. Okay, if you see this row, Alice has joined to itself as well. Okay, so I'll give one more join condition where the C2 emp ID and the C1 emp ID is not equal. Well, you cannot be your own boss, right? But here in this case, I'm gonna clear that. Okay, I'm gonna say again, and C2 dot emp ID is not equals C1 dot emp ID. Okay, and let's see enter. Oh, emp. So this is the result you get. Okay, now Alice has matched with all the other people in the department apart from Bob. Okay, who is her immediate manager. Okay, she has matched with the other people. Okay, but now there is a problem. Okay, if you see, Ethan's manager is Alice. Okay, and Ethan himself is not a manager. Okay, so there is one more condition or assumption in this question that says exclude employees who are not anyone's manager. Okay, I want only managers or employees who have more salary than their other counterparts. Okay, so I'm gonna add one more condition, and I'm gonna say and C2 dot emp ID should be in, then I'm gonna give a subquery, and I'm gonna add all the manager IDs into it. Okay, and I'll give a distinct, obviously, because I want the unique ones. Distinct manager ID from company. Okay, and then I'll hit enter. Okay, great. So Ethan is erased from the picture, but I can still get Ethan with respect to the other managers. Okay, he is still an employee, but his other managers are Charlie and Bob. Okay, so I can say that Ethan will still be there, but when I compare it with Alice, Ethan should not be considered a manager because he isn't anyone's manager. Okay, if you see 105 here, there is no 105 in department 1 in the manager ID. So I am excluding Ethan in this case. Okay, I'm just taking one department, okay, and showing you the results. The rest will follow suit on their own as we write the query. Okay, this is the case, and now I can finally say where C1 salary, the employee's salary, is greater than the C2 salary, okay, or the manager's salary. I'll do a little bit of cleaning, no issues on that. So there you have it. This is the result. This is the second last term of the result. Okay, and now I'll come to the final result and I'll make some clean reports here. Okay, so I already have C1 table here. Now I'm gonna say, um, I'm gonna say C2 dot, let's say C2 dot imp ID will be my other manager ID, other manager ID. Okay, then I'll say, what do I need? Let's see first. I need the other manager ID, other manager name, and other manager's salary. Okay, easy peasy. Okay, C2 dot employee employee name as other manager name, other manager name. Cool. Okay, and lastly C2 dot salary as other manager salary, other manager salary. Okay, so these are the things that I need in my table. I'll hit enter, and now you get the final result. Okay, so you see Charlie's, if I show you here, Charlie's manager is Bob. Okay, but I'm not considering him, I'm considering the other managers. Okay, I'm considering Alice and uh, Alice herself, and in that case I'm getting Charlie's salary to be more than Alice. Okay, Ethan has apart from Alice, he has two other managers. Okay, that is Charlie and Bob. Okay, and he exceeds both of their salaries. Okay, and thus the result. And this is how you get the result for the entire table as well. Okay, usually we are well acquainted while practicing SQL questions while preparing for interviews. We are acquainted with just equals to. While joining, we are more familiar with equals to than not equals to. But this is one of the best cases of how not equals condition can work in solving a real life problem as well. I hope you like this video, and feel free to share it with your friends who are about to give their data analytics interview in Amex. And that's it from my side. As always, I say keep learning, keep growing. I'll see you next time. Till then, happy working. Thank you.